Alright everyone, YouTube is now hyping things up about its new wave of censorship. Tim Pool had a video about it the other day and he's like, well, my channel might be destroyed by the new TOS. I don't think that's likely. Instead, what YouTube has been doing is parasitizing independent, relevant creators and basically feeding extra traffic to the really dumbed down, like Y7 Disney-style on-demand shit that's on YouTube. And by the way, these new TOS, if Zhang Zhuger says fuck in a broadcast, do you think it's going to be age-restricted? Of course not. But I'll get age-restricted, even if it's in the context of satirizing Zhang Zhuger. The new YouTube TOS involve age restriction mainly, which is that YouTube, in an effort to sanitize the platform further, is going to begin hiding edgy content behind age restrictions, so you have to be signed in order to watch it. Now, the age restriction system has on and off been more or less prevalent, and they had like limited state, and then they have like removal without actual strike, and it's just a mess. It no longer makes any goddamn sense. Link in the description of this video to my BitChute page. For those of you who use a smartphone, there's a second link to BitSlide. There is an app now for BitChute which is stable. I've had numerous people report to me that fact. I don't use a smartphone to connect to the internet because, you know, when I'm on the go, I don't want to be on a device. I want to pay attention to my surroundings in case some communist comes up behind me, tries to kick me in the head or something. So I take my security seriously, so I'm not like you, and I won't suffer from massive spinal problems when I'm older from looking at a phone all day. I save that for the waiting room. That being said, I'll pin the comment on YouTube. You should join me on BitChute. Trust me, now is the time. And by the way, to independent content creators, I'm calling all of you out. Now is the time to begin making at least some exclusive content off-site. YouTube is no longer the mecca of content creation that it was. This is essentially, let me tell you what they're doing. I'll tell you what this is a prelude to. And I don't know if anyone else has caught on to this sad fact yet. This is YouTube preparing for the death of Section 230. This is YouTube preparing to declare itself a publisher. If you've got an AI system that's 99.999% effective, you don't need that many human moderators. It doesn't matter if you have 1 million minutes of content uploaded every minute, as long as the computer is handling virtually all of it. As long as the computer is handling virtually all of it, you just need a staff to handle the appeals. And you can be a publisher. See, the thing that 230 does, and most people don't understand this fully, let me explain. Section 230 allows sites to platform content by third parties. People like you, people like me, people like other morons in the world. To platform content without legal repercussions. Because what if I upload snuff porn? What if I upload war footage that would violate the laws of certain countries? What if I upload hardcore XXX material? Normally, copyrighted stuff. What if I upload a movie that somebody else claims copyright on? Normally, that would be a legal problem for a website. Under 230, these big tech giants don't get prosecuted. The person involved can be. They can get in trouble for illicit material, copyright infringement, defamation, and so forth. There's a legal process involved that goes into it, and it's very convoluted and very slow and inefficient, but it exists. They don't get sued for it because the understanding of 230, which was engineered long ago, is that these sites are physically incapable of moderating all their content. If you want to have a large platform on which millions of people are operating, there's no cost-effective way to moderate it all. Google has a solution, dude! It's called machine learning. A machine can go in and hone and refine over and over for very specific purposes, and it can detect porn the second it's uploaded. It can detect the fact that the user is under 18, lock their channel's comments within 10 seconds. It can detect copyrighted material by perusing an entire library of copyrighted material. It can cross-check against a database of other videos and down it because it was a stolen creation. Well, if you do that well enough with a computer and you only need 10 human moderators to handle a handful of times that the machine is wrong, you can be a publisher. You don't need to have the legal protections of 230. Google will eventually, I believe, push for the abolition of 230. They'll declare themselves a publisher. They'll say, yeah, we're editorializing political content. Yeah, we can ban or unban whatever we want. And all of you independent content creators that are still betting on being on YouTube 10 years from now, I got a bridge to sell you, dude. I don't think it's going to happen. If YouTube doesn't torpedo itself, it'll be a totally sanitized platform. If you're lucky, you'll be offered a business contract and be told to shut the fuck up about edgy stuff. If you're unlucky, you'll just be banned. Now is the time, unfortunately, because of U.S. copyright protections under 230 and stuff, now is the time to go to sites that are outside of the U.S. I hate to say it, but the U.S. is now less free speechy because of the design of Silicon Valley than many others. So I see Tim Pool talking about how his channel might be deleted. Why aren't you prioritizing other sites then? You're not making any exclusive content for like BitChute. I know Dave Cullen has. He's made a few exclusives. Devin Tracy, Stefan Malneau, Varg, arguably, because they've been banned off of YouTube. Matt Christensen's done a couple things. Like, he had a coronavirus video that was removed from the site. So I put the full version on BitChute, cross-linked it to a sanitized version on YouTube. Think about it this way. YouTube, the site mainly known for Tourette's guy and bum fights 10 years ago, is now the site that forces you to cross-link to a site hosted in the UK of all places because it's been so sanitized. Start making exclusives. Get people to notice. Again, link in the description of this video. Join me on BitChute if you want the true skinny. I'm making more exclusives there. I'll probably start making more. I may retaliate against this by stopping my normal sharing of YouTube links cross-platform in favor of doing the BitChute ones. I might do that because it's like, what the fuck am I even spending this amount of time on a platform that clearly is going to throttle me? Because one problem is that an element of the TOS that may be applied, and it's not 100% sure, one element of that with the age restriction might be vulgar language. What the fuck do I do in every fucking video, dude? I say fuck. I say shit and cunt and hell and terrible things. I talk about diarrhea and how Joe Biden is rotting away to a skeleton and it's grisly and grotesque languages. Am I going to be welcome on the platform a couple years from now? When they extend this beyond just age restrictions, start saying, well, in extreme cases, we might also strike you down. Well, I might as well delete 90% of my videos, everything that's not gardening, occultism, a cat video, or literature, because everything else is excessively vulgar. That's part of the reason that I'm interesting, I would like to think. So yeah, you should get BitSlide if you're a smartphone user. I think it's only on Android or something like that. I don't know. I don't really do the smartphone thing. Anyway, yeah, it pisses me off. Again, YouTube is still an interesting site. I don't have a problem with YouTube structurally in and of itself. I have a problem with shitty management decisions, number one, that endanger the integrity of the site. The hypocrisy and double standards, number two, where Zhang Zhuger can say whore all day and say weird racial shit. He's not going to get age restricted because he meets with the CEO of YouTube. But if I say poopy or doo-doo, I probably do get age restricted. I don't even want to know. If I were relying on ad revenue, I'd probably be broke. It's a good thing I never took a cent in ad revenue. Anyway, by the way, I've got a bone to pick with one user on BitChute, insinuating the other day that I took money from BitChute to make exclusives. Quite the opposite. I actually pay for a gold subscription. I pay $20 a month to BitChute. I have received not 1 cent from Ray Vahi or BitChute Incorporated. So just so that you know that, I've always been fully independent, and I hope I always am. Eventually, I might have to pull a Joe Rogan. They'll be able to buy me cheap. It won't be $100 million that they need to buy me out. Give me $500,000, and I'll stop making political content and just do books all day. I'll sanitize my content. You want more cat videos? Apparently, it's the only way to get ahead on the internet these days. Lots of pussy, but not that kind. That's about all. Peace out.